Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode. I think this is episode 8 that we're on in the Island series. And we've made insane progress so far. And if you didn't see, but last episode we tamed up our first, I would say, mid to high level tame, and that's going to be the Argentavis here. It was a pretty smooth operation. If you didn't go watch that video, I definitely recommend it. It's a unique way, I think, to tame an Argentavis, but I find it very easy to do, and I don't know, I liked it, and I think it's really helpful if you have any questions about that. Moving forward now, I have about 5 or 6 options that I could do. I'm just gonna go stand on my little soapbox here real quick. So we could go find another Argentavis and then start breeding them, and they get a perfect RG, which I don't really want to do. I just bred a whole bunch of pterodons, and that's kind of boring. So the next option is we can go get taming dino. We can go tame dinos that are good at gathering resources. So I want to get a mammoth for wood. You get your Doedicurus for stone. And then you get an Anki for metal, which 2 of those are really easy to tame with an RG because you can pick them up and throw them in a box and then just tame them from there, which is what we will probably end up doing for 2 of those. But the mammoth you can't obviously pick up, and you're gonna have to either ride it back or do a cryopod, and we don't have cryopods yet. So today I think I'm going to move into what I would call the electronic era of Ark, where we start making, it starts off with a fabricator, honestly, and then you start making things from there. You got air conditioners and stoves and different, like, electronic things that really help, refrigerators and stuff. So the first thing off that we got to get off our chest today is let's start with making a fabricator. We did get some oil from a drop, so we don't have to go in the very cold areas and go find some oil rocks. We might need some other resources as well, but we're gonna start off by getting the resources to make a fabricator. So I'm obviously making this in the automated arc bench, but you normally would make this in the smithy. So we need 20 cementing paste, 35 metal, 50 spark powder, 10 crystal, and 10 oil, which we do have, I believe, of all those things. So let's see if I can remember what I just told myself. We need crystal. We need metal. Where are you at, metal? We also need sparking powder, so let's get to grab that. We also need metal. Where's the metal? Unless I'm all out of metal, which I don't think I am. Cementing paste that we need. Oil. Alright, metal, you're playing games with me now. Where are you? We even got some polymer from a drop, so that's kind of awesome. So that means... And actually means we don't need to build a fabricator. Because the whole reason I was going to build a fabricator, actually, was because we needed to make some polymer in order to unlock cryopods. But I'm still going to unlock and make this fabricator as soon as I find where I put the metal. So it's not in there. Is it in here? Ah, here it is. Alright, sweet. Found the metal. Alright, let's put all of these resources in here. I think that... What else are we missing? Oh, we need some more sparking powder, which is all good. We got plenty of it. And that's easy to make as well. A little stick drift going. Probably should fix that at some point. Alright, so we got all the resources. We're going to pick those all up. And one of the reasons I like the automated arc fabricator is it's like normal size. It's not insane like the normal fabricator. And this one doesn't make a whole lot of noise when it's turned on. So in order to use this... Oh, and there's another really cool feature. I can make cryopods in this, unlike going to a drop and making cryopods and then worrying that you're going to lose your resources in case the drop disappears or something. So just a really nice quality of life feature as well. We also have our, your refrigerator, air conditioner, grinder, all that kind of stuff that we'll make later. And actually a generator is probably one of the first things on my list that I want to make as well. But before we do all of that, I have to make oil. Well, no, not our oil, sorry. I have to make gas. And in order to do that, we combine, which I need wood. Here we go. We combine oil with hide, and I am not going to use all of this to make, I'm actually going to use very little. I'm going to use like 19, 20, let's use that to make, and then, so yeah, so we put this over in our forge, and I'm only going to use a little bit because I don't need a ton of gas right now. Gas in general actually lasts for a long time, but so you'll see, light it up, and we will get gas being made here. With that being said, I'm going to start putting resources for everything else that we need in here. So we're also going to need a cryo fridge, which I'm going to need more metal in order to make that. So looks like I got a couple projects that are going to involve metal that I need to go get, which is fine. What I'm planning on doing is we'll tame an Anki and Doedicurus first, because those don't require cryopods to move, or sorry, since I can move them with the RG. And then once we get the Anki, we can then get some more metal, and then we'll actually make the cryopods and the generator and all this extra stuff that we need to make. So, well, sorry, I meant like making the generator and the cryo fridge, but we'll make cryopods first. Yeah, so sorry, I'm just thinking about this all in my head. But yes, we will have plenty of metal right now to make a couple cryopods, just so we have them. Alright, oil, we'll just go ahead and grab the polymer just because I know I'm going to need that. I know I'm going to need silica pearls. These are all just things I've either gotten from drops, or I think silica pearls are from the beaver stuff. Take some of this. I'm just grabbing resources that I know I'll probably need in a minute here. There we go, 15 gas, here we go. So I'm not going to put it in. One of the things I don't like about Fabricator, as soon as I put the gas in, it automatically turns on and it uses one gas. Alright, so I need fiber and hide. And I just don't want to waste the gas because I don't have a lot of it right now. I also need to make one of those pole automated arc pullers. I haven't made one of those yet, so I've been slacking on that. Alright, so we got plenty to make some cryopods. We actually could make a ton if we wanted to. I'm only going to make 3, because that's all I need for now. We are not going to have enough metal to make this, and we're not going to have enough metal to make this, and we're also going to have to make electronics, which it looks like we can make, what is that, 10? 11? So we can make 11 electronics, and that's barely going to get us one of the things we want. So we're going to also want some more silica pearls, but in order to get silica pearls, we got to go on a journey. Not a long journey, but just it's going to be a cold journey, and it's not always the most fun to go do. But I'm going to stick the gas in here. That turns it on. We're going to make 1, 2, 3. And then obviously we are out of metal to really build anything else at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and take the gas out just in case it wants to use more of it. And then, hold up, it grabbed my bullets. Alright, so this, just so we have that out of the way. And now we can go tame. And I actually should probably bring more arrows just in case. Yeah, I got a bunch of arrows. So, in order to do this, we're going to need a box, which, you know, not the most exciting thing in the world, but let's see, where are we at? Alright, so it looks like I still need to make a couple things. So, I'm going to go whack a couple trees, whack a couple rocks, not with the pickaxe. Noob over here. Basically, I need one foundation, I think. And then another ceiling. I think we got everything I need. I'm just going to make a 2x2, or a 2x2. So then we need a tree. Where's the tree at? There's a cliff that's hiding there. Alright. A little bit of everything on resources. Alright, so we have... So we need to build one of these and one of these. Cool. And once we get these built, I'm going to make a pen. I just gotta decide where I want to put it. I'm gonna put it like right here. That way it's out of the way of most things. But it'll be in the inside of the wall when I build the wall. Which we will be building a wall. And that's kind of what these dinos are going to help us do. We're building walls. Come on. Attach. You know you want to. Alright, so that is our dino pen of submission, I guess you could say. I'm gonna put the rest away, gonna take a drink. Drink here, gonna probably fill that up before we head out, and now I think we're ready to rock and roll. We got plenty of arrows. To tame, so let's go see what we can find. I'm not going to be the most pickiest, I'll be honest, for RGs and like the gathering creatures. Like, yeah, it's cool when you get some high levels for carry capacity, especially, but like, to be fair, it's really not a big deal, and I've never found it to be worth really like searching out high levels. But it would, I mean, obviously I'm gonna take a high level if I can get one, but I mean, this playthrough especially, I don't need to have perfect levels of every dino I tame or anything like that. I mean, I got so lucky with the pterodons, but I'm not going to put that much effort towards every tame that we need. Honestly, another dino I should probably keep an eye out for is oviraptors, because I am going to need one of those at some point just to organize eggs and everything. But I'm going to go look to tame the Anki and Doedicurus first, and I'm just kind of debating on which mountain I want to go to first. I'm going to head to this one. Honestly, probably could bring my own taming pen and just bring it over to the mountain. But I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to carry the dino all the way across to here. Oh, would you look at that? The sound of Pegos. I hope he followed me into the water and dies. But so I don't really have an issue if I just bring it back to my base where I know it's safe, and then I can do more things if I bring it back while it's taming over there. It's gonna do. I didn't need to stop for stam, but it's probably good too. And honestly, I think I'm actually gonna upgrade stam on this bird just because I don't need. Like, this is obviously far from perfect of an RG for later on, because RG is definitely an animal that I'm going to be spending time to make a pretty good one, because we're going to end up using this bird a lot. And if there's like a good RG, that's a really pretty one. I might tame it, but our main goal here is not to tame an RG, it's to tame. I also need to get obsidian at some point too, now that I think about it. Which there's a bunch right underneath me, so like I said, I want to get basic dinosaurs tamed up first. So I'm just kind of looking for literally Little Rock looking creatures. Like, I've always had a challenge finding Dodicris on the island map, just because I don't know why, they just never are very obvious when they show up. So it usually takes a minute, but eventually they do pop up. Ankies are obviously much easier to see because they're bigger, and they're a little bit more predictable on where they're going to be as well. They're usually, if there's metal, that's where they spawn. So I'm just kind of going around the cleared areas because that's the best way to kind of see. But it looks like we're going to run into some fog here, which isn't helpful for what we're doing, but angry kitty. Maybe I just go straight to the top and let's see if anything's up there. Oh. What level we got here? Level 20. Dang, that's low. I know I said I didn't care too much about levels, but like... Oh, and an Anki. Okay, hold up. What is this, a 15? Come on, guys. Any of your other friends here? Literally the two animals I want to tame. Alright. I'm going to take a mental note. So I don't want to spend all day looking for these things, but I'm sure we can get better levels than that. It's kind of cool. This would be an interesting idea for doing a base out here in the rubble. I'm going to keep rocking to the top. I'm surprised I'm not cold yet. Usually pretty chilly up here. Ooh, hello, friend. Well, there is a Giga at the top of this mountain, so that means anything that spawns up here is going to die. So that is an observation. Jeez. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like he's actually gonna make it all the way to our base. This might be the first time I've seen a Giga actually spawn in this mountain before. Usually they're on the other ones. Actually, I'm hoping there's one that spawns in the volcano, because there's a super easy way to tame Giga in the volcano. Man, I'm not seeing much. I kind of want to go check out the other mountain. Just, I don't want to give up that easily and just get that low of a level. I was really hoping at least like a 60 to 80 at least. I have gotten lucky before and seen some good ones out here, but yeah, this is usually the mountain I try first. And obviously there's a bunch of areas I haven't even really looked very well, but just one of those things where if you're just not finding it, you gotta keep moving on. Yep, let's go ahead to the other mountain. Now that I think about it, there's sometimes over here as well. I'll check over here. Once in a while there's like a Doedicurus in the grass in this area that I've seen before. There's also a Titanosaur over here. Which, as long as he stays over here, it's not a big deal. That's like the one thing, like, that if that happens, or like if you get a Titanosaur come to your base, then good luck, because that's bad. He's got pink on him, that's cool. Big boy. Let's see. Walking through here. Oh, there's some Daedons. I'll have to tame one of those at some point. Alright, where's the mountain at from here? Right here. See, the mountain has a bunch of open areas that could be good places to look. So you usually see a Giga up top of one of these. You Hyenodon. Alright, Doedicurus, where you at? Dinosaurs just fighting each other. Oh yeah. There's a Giga. Told you there's a Giga usually over here. That's a cool one though, it's green. I should check. I'm just curious what level it is. 125. Yeah, that thing will mess me up. Makes me Makes me kind of want to have to get one at some point. Just for safety reasons, you know? They're usually at the top of the mountain, so I'm surprised he's not at the top of the mountain. Unless I came by and rendered him and then he chased something down the mountain. There's an explorer note, but I don't want to get that with this RG. I guess I could go to the volcano. That's just a long way to carry an animal. Which I'll do, but... Alright, I think I'm going to bring you guys back once I find a ridiculous or Anki worth taming. Alright guys, welcome back. I just got out of a pretty serious fight with a bunch of RGs and Sabertooth to try and make sure this thing stayed alive. And that is a 135 Anki, and look at the life that it's left. It was down to under 100 hit points, and I can't believe this thing stayed alive. I think it was 4 or 5 RGs that were attacking it, plus 2 Sabertooth, and we did what we could to take them all out, and luckily he stayed alive. So he is now not aggroed on me because I'm sure I hit him at least once in the fight, but we were at, like, on the other side of the middle mountain, kind of by our base. So I'm gonna go down, pick him up. If I can actually not miss him, that would be actually ideal. And then we're gonna just go ahead and take him back. There you go, boom. Oh, and that was another Sabertooth that was looking at him for lunch. Whew, we're getting lucky. So unfortunately, since he is so hurt, there is no way that I'm going to be able to tame him without killing him. So basically, he's going to sit in timeout in our little pen, and then I'm going to go out and search for a Doedicurus to tame as well. And hopefully by the time we find a Doedicurus, the Anki will be ready, at least somewhat back to health, and we can tame him up because... yeah, like I said, there is no way I'm taming this Anki with the amount of health it has. And yeah, so this is, and like I said, the method of us going and bringing it back to base makes a lot more sense, especially when we have a hurt creature, because I would have to build a box out in the middle of nowhere, and who knows what would come and try and attack it while it's in there and whatnot. Like, I mean, no, right now to our left, I think there's a Giga that's to our left over there. And yeah, all it takes is another Sabertooth bite, and this thing was done. So the nice thing about the Ankis and Doedicurus, when you, as long as they're not aggro to you, if you pick them up with an RG, they are not going to hit you or fight you or anything. They're just going to kind of look at you and be like, yo, what's up, bro? And kind of makes it awesome. So the next challenge is I gotta stop once before I get to the house, and I gotta put this guy down in an area. What are you? 5, of course. Okay, I'm gonna put you down and pray that nothing comes and wants to eat us, because Anki, another one. Hello. 15, yeah. So that's been the story of the day. I've seen 4 or 5 Doedicruses. Highest level is 15 so far. And then Ankies, it was like a level 50. And I was even debating on taming the 50. And then all of a sudden I was like, okay, I'll do one more pass around some of the mountains. And this 135 was under attack. And I was like, oh boy. So, where are we going? Over here. We're going over here. I was like, holy cow. No. Where are we going? Am I lost? Am I dumb? No, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're over here. Oh, and apparently I'm almost dead too, so that's cool. I just realized I could hear the heart beating. I was like, who's dying? And it's me, because I was cold. And we were hanging out in some cold areas, apparently. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, as soon as we get to the base area, like, temperature for some reason just gets back to normal, and I don't usually have issues with it then. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty stoked. Like, I was pretty ready to settle for like a level 50 Anki at this point for how long I've been searching. And same with Doedicurus. I think I probably am going to settle for a low-level Doedicurus, because every Doedicurus I've seen has been like literally like under the level of 20. And not that I've seen a ton. They're hard to find because they're so small and they don't really. I mean, I don't know. They look like rocks, and so they don't really stand out much unless they're bright colored. And is that? Yeah, I was gonna say that's not an RG, is it? Nope. I was gonna, because RGs don't come all the way over here, which is why I like living here, because it's very peaceful. Oh, and I missed. Maybe? Yes, I did miss. That's okay. Yeah. So. All right. Let me get some stam, bud, and pick you up and try again. This is always the biggest challenge of this whole thing, is literally getting the dinosaur in the pen, because I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not very good at this. Alright, we were missing it that way. Alright, come on, landing. Oh, and I see what I usually do instead of, because when they come on, you know you want to go in there. Yeah, no, okay. One of the challenges is when you like actually release the dino, it like pulls it to the left or right for some reason, and I've never known why. So like, I just, okay, I didn't drop him that time. He hit the side. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to glitch out of there. Alright, we can do this, guys. Come on now. Alright, so I'm gonna just try and drop him right over top, right there. Oh, that was pretty straight. Maybe I'll take it back. Alright, so he is going to chill in there for the foreseeable future. Let's see. What are you at health-wise? Yeah, 500. Honestly, I'd probably wait till at least 2,000 health before I'd even try to tame him. So... Alright, we're going to quick level up the RG. I'm going to level up some weight. Love to get it to 1,000. And let's keep her moving. Alright, I'm going to go look for a Doedicurus, and when I find a Doedicurus, I'll bring it back. Well, guys, I'm back, and I did tell you I would settle for a level 50 Doedicurus, and well, I found a level 55. So obviously we got what, 6 points and weight, so I mean not great, but I haven't had much luck in terms of finding anything anywhere near a decent level in Doedicuruses, so I think I'm just gonna send it with this one, and if we see a better one we can always tame that one later. But I want to get going on a couple things, and if I am not mentally challenged at freaking picking one of these up, we can get her rolling here. Alright, guys. Why am I so bad at this? There we go. And you're a parent, so maybe your babies will follow us all the way back to our home, which I doubt. But with that being said, we're going to also take this guy home. This is actually the same mountain, somewhat similar. We found the Anki in the other side of the mountain over there, so that's kind of where I've seen the most. Ankis also are pretty common in like the winter area and like the real sketchy area, kind of where we're gonna go for mammoths. But I usually try and find them along the bases of these mountains, just because of temperature reasons, and then usually they're not being eaten alive immediately like they are in the other areas. But the one I literally found was literally being attacked by a bazillion things, so what do I know? But yeah, so this guy we're gonna bring back. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build this. I'm pretty sure I have some spare building materials, so I'm just gonna build really quickly another box, pick up the RG and put it in that box just so I have it there. And sorry, not pick up the RG. I'll pick up the Anki, and I'll put it in that other box just so we have it. And then I'll put the Doedicurus in the actual stone box so that he can't destroy it, and we can tame the Doedicurus. Yeah, this is a much better spot to stop in terms of bad things. Oh, of course. Go away, seagulls. Oh yeah, nope, 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 nope. Go die in a hole. Nobody likes you. This is why we can't have nice things. Steal anything else? Okay. Of course. I gotta stop doing the sprint speed when I'm trying to pick them up. Alright. Because one of the other things I want to do is I want to build 4 metal billboards, because in case I'm flying around and I see, let's say, a Theory or a baryonyx that I want to, that's like an insane level, like I can't really like not tame that if I see one, so that way I'm able to carry those billboards around, which is actually one of my favorite ways to tame those animals anyways. And oh yeah, and then I can just do that on the spot. I don't have to like run back and get materials and everything. It's just a really efficient way of doing that. Alright, so what do we got? What do we got, please? Alright, yep. Well, that's plenty. 4 of those. And what is it? 2 per, so 2, 4, 6, that'd be 8 walls. Cool. Yeah, the reason I'm doing wood for this one is because it doesn't need to be like, we're not fighting the Anki, so it's literally just to put them in there. We'll take them out of here when we actually tame them. Alright, let's go get the Anki. Make sure that Dickerus isn't doing anything silly. Where'd he go? Is that him? It's not him, is it? No, that's just Dodo. He's right here. Yeah, he's got kind of some blendy colors. It's kind of hard to see. Alright, and let's grab you, sir. Come on, alrighty. Real quick, bring you over here, and let's actually, like, oh. I am so bad at this. You know, I never really did the claw, you know, like the game that you see at like a Dave & Buster's or something. Never really played that game. It's probably a good thing because I would be terrible at it. Alright, you're in. Let's go get your friend. Where are you? I heard you. I can hear you. Oh, you're over there. I'm gonna stop sprinting to catch things because it really messes things up. So instead, he wins the race. And I messed that up royally, but it made it in. Alright, sweet. Alright, you are on passive. And we're gonna start with using this. The thing with Dodigerous is you always gotta be careful. Like, he's full health, so he should be fine. Yeah. And we're looking at 30... They just have a lot of torpor. And they roll up into a ball if they take too much damage. And then it's... did that miss him? There we go. And then they roll up into a ball and are damn near impossible to damage and tame at that point. So it's always good to try and tame them while they're not in a ball. The sky is so pretty in this game. I wonder if his babies will ever come over. So this guy, I don't think is worth using my vegetables for, which I have. I have some vegetables. And those are going to be better. Those are going to give me better taming efficiency than berries will. But since this isn't a super high level... there he goes. Since this is not a super high level Dodigerous, it's not really a... levels aren't really important. Well, not that they're not important, but just like getting the max isn't like... I was gonna say, why can't I grab the bush? Like standing over, I'm standing over it. But, yeah, so I'm like not worried about getting... And honestly, if I wanted max level, then I'd be making kibble, but I've always found that making kibble is just kind of really annoying. Maybe not really annoying, it's probably not. Honestly, it's not that complicated. But it's just not something that I always do or need to do. Still debating on whether or not I want to do it on this playthrough. Probably should. Especially... Oh, shit. Okay, we're good. Come back here, little guy. Almost threw him off the cliff. But if... yeah, so like when we're taming Rexes, I probably should make kibble for that. But we'll see. We will see. Alright. Man, we got a lot of random stuff. Yeah, so if you guys haven't noticed, I got some stuff in my inventory. It's just from different drops. We got a couple nice crossbows, just not better than the one we got. So hopefully grind this up for some metal. Alright, let's do berries. Have all the berries you want, buddy. So long it probably gonna take a minute to tame him, but alright, so while he is taming up, see if one of his babies comes, because it's always good having an extra Dodigerous around. Let's check this guy's health. I don't think he is ready for the taming. Yeah, 1400. Yeah, I'll still give him some time. I gotta level up. Let's see, what are we leveling up? I got 300. I think I still am gonna go with weight. And that means we are level 68. Man, we are running through these levels, and I have, like, barely touched the Explorer notes. I still got a bunch that I've seen that I kind of avoided because I want to wait to get, like, a good RG. I like my good RG to go over them. Man, there's all kinds of interesting stuff. Industrial preserving bin. That's cool. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of cool stuff. Hazard suits and stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, we also gotta name the RG. And I don't know what I want to name you. You got like orange coloring. Kind of bronze. Gotta drink some water. It starts yelling at me for that. What do we name you? Oh no, we're gonna go grab the Dodicarus. I gotta think of something creative. I seem to like sticking with alliteration. Darn. If I don't get it this try, I'll just take it. Oh. I tried. Okay, we're just gonna take the ball out. I usually like doing alliteration, so like I think I'm gonna call the Dodicarus Dobie. I feel like it's a very fitting name for a Dodicarus. Dobie. And then Argentavis. Actually, I really like what Skillup does and calls him Agent Travis. I think that's hilarious. It's great. But I'm not going to steal it, so I'm going to have you follow for now. I'm going to go back up here. Yeah, so I'll have to think about it after this episode, which we're getting close. I think what we'll do for the rest of this episode is tame up this Anki and come on now. I was able to grab the Anki out of it earlier. Alright, there we go. I was able to... Oh boy. In comes the fog. The cool thing is that the fog stays away from the peninsula for some reason. Oh, money. I wish I was that good at the game all the time. You know? Save a lot of problems. Alright, so I do have 26 shots with the gun if I really need to not do damage to this guy. Yeah, we're at 2200 and you have 3700 and man. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna just go whack a couple rocks with this guy. What's that homeboy doing right there? Alright. We are already heavy. That's because I have stuff in money too. I don't have much in terms of weight, do you, bud? I love the roly-poly. Oh, I should call you roly-poly. It's another good name. I'm gonna stick with Dobby. Dobby. Seems to be fitting. I'm gonna put these resources in there just... Dobby. So now, in my head, theoretically, it's a lot easier to find a high-level mammoth, because there's just so many of them. So we will definitely be doing that, probably next episode, I would think. But getting trees and stuff, like, obviously when you're building a stone wall, the number one resources you need is stone. And then number two, it's wood. So, but like it's a pretty far gap between how much of it is stone and how much of it is wood. So, I'm not worried too much about the mammoth, just because you need so much stone to do what we're doing. Starting to rain. Alright, let's tame you. Come on, please be 2,500. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, you're so close. I said I would wait until he's 2,500, so let's go hit some more rocks. I love the fact I'm hitting rocks and half the time I can't even see what I'm hitting. Typical Ark things, you know. Man, it got real dark. Let's get this torch out. I'm not sure we can see. He probably doesn't need to carry around that Yankee saddle. Silly me. Alright. Let's get this Yankee rocking and rolling. Yep, 2,500. So we solid. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna shoot your butt. Yeah, he liked it. Yep, you're gonna be all upset now. Oh yeah, we're totally good. I could have let him, definitely. Could have definitely let him. Oh, you didn't have to let him heal that much, but it's all good. Better safe than sorry. Alright guys, I'm gonna quick throw some vegetables in him, and I'm gonna bring you back after we get him all tamed up, just because nothing too much is going to happen. I'm just going to be me hitting rocks. So, alright. I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, and we are back. And, I know I said I was going to go hit a bunch of rocks with the Doedicurus, but I actually ended up doing a bunch of drops and just checking all those out and got some really interesting stuff. Got actually a mammoth saddle. Not a super high level one. That was like 40 something in terms of strength, but and then we got a bunch of actually stone behemoth gates, which are huge because those take a ton of resources. So I think we got 3 of those. Not the door parts, just the outside parts, which is the expensive part, the pillars. And so that's huge for building the wall. And looks like our Anki is tamed up, so let's go. If I can pick up the doorway, we'll go ahead and put the old saddle on you, bud. I'll take these from you just so you don't eat more of them. And let's get you. Oh, I didn't know you were that fat. Thought you could fit through there. Alright. I'm gonna quick put my box back just in case I need to put that back. Alright, we got our RG. Sorry. This isn't an RG. I think this is the second time I messed it up. This is our Anki. And we also got our Doedicurus. I'll go ahead and throw their names in. Honestly, I like the name Anki for Anki, but I know it sounds cheesy. But actually, let's quick, as it starts to rain, let's go ahead and pop this guy over here. Pop this guy over here. Not that you can really see them in this grass, because it's so dang tall. Alrighty. Just want to do a little outro real quick with the 2 new guys. Alright guys, that is it today. Not that you can see the Doedicurus that well, but we got a Doedicurus and actually a pretty good Anki, level 135 Anki, so I'm pretty happy with the Anki. Obviously we can do better with the Doedicurus, but just wanted to get something in hand so we could start building our wall very soon here. We have one more major gathering creature, I would say, or resource gathering creature that we need to get right now, and that's going to be the mammoth. So we have a couple things to build for next episode, just as in we need to go get some metal and smelt that up and then build a couple things, and then we're going to go after the mammoth, and it's going to be a good time. And who knows, maybe we'll tame some other stuff while we're taming the mammoth. It's kind of the idea of the area that the mammoths are in. There's a lot of good stuff that we want. So alright, I think I'm going to end it off here. If you guys like the video, be sure to subscribe and like it. And until next time, I'll see you later.